Hello, hello, hello again, and welcome into the Purple Penguin Craft Room. I'm Vicky, and today is all about Thanksgiving. All about Thanksgiving. However, I'm going to show you how to do this project, but you can change this up to any holiday or any season or any kind of decor you want. This is just how I'm doing mine, and definitely make it your own. So let's go over some of the stuff I'm going to be using, and then we'll get started. So this is going to be placemats. We're going to do placemats. Not everybody does placemats anymore. Not everybody sits at the table anymore. But you could do placemats. Don't have to be at the kitchen table anymore. A lot of people have eat-in bars in their kitchens where you can just eat at the bar in the kitchen. Or they've got heck, you can put this on a coffee table. You can put these on coffee tables too. But we're going to be using these. These I got at the Dollar Tree. They are like a plastic. It just says placemat. They are kind of in the kitchen section. If you don't find them in the kitchen section, they're kind of over by like the plates and bowls and things like that. We're going to be using one of those. I've got this ribbon from Michaels. Thankful. Love this ribbon. We're going to be using this ribbon, which I believe was from Hobby Lobby. It's just an orange, really pretty muted orange. We're going to be using some fake leaves. I'm going to use about 8 of these. These are the smaller. They're probably about 1.5 inches or so, 1 3/4 maybe, by about 1 inch or so. These are small. You can get, the little fake leaves everywhere. I'm going to be using a plate as just kind of my template kind of thing, just to kind of see where placement needs to go. So it's kind of handy to have a plate around. You're not decorating the plate or doing anything to the plate other than using it as kind of, just kind of to see where things go. We're going to be using some glue. No paint involved in this, and no hot glue. We are going to be using craft glue, no hot glue. And that's simply because, on placemats and things, you put hot things, hot glue is going to remelt and get messy and all the things. So we are going to be using craft glue. Just a heads up on that. All right, let's get started. Getting started with this project, I recommend, this is wax paper. I recommend putting something down on your surface because these placemats are plastic mesh, so the glue is going to seep through them onto whatever you have underneath. Just a heads up on that. A couple things we need to decide before we start doing it are placing. Which end do you want to be the top? Because this is a pattern already on it. And any kind of placemats that you use, no matter if it has a pattern or not, you need to decide where you want the top to be, where you want the bottom to be beforehand. This is where I like to bring in my plate, just so that I can see placement of things around it. So we will kind of periodically just be bringing that in so we can see all the things. I want, see how it has the 2 stripes and then the one at the bottom and a thicker one towards, I'm going to place mine to where this part is the top. This part is going to be the top, and then the single stripe is going to be the bottom. So that's how I'm going to be placing mine. I'm just going to face this towards me so I can see what's going on here. It's hard to do things upside down. We're going to start with our main ribbon. I love this ribbon. The only downfall to this ribbon is we are not going to get all of the thankfuls in. We'll get 2 thankfuls on that are going to be slightly cut off, unfortunately. But for the most part, you will see the majority of it. And I've kind of already played with, putting my plate on here. And when you put your plate on, you can see thankful on each side. You won't be able to see the middle one, obviously, but that's okay. So I want to place this kind of in between this stripe here, and there is a reason. I kind of already played with laying this out. Let me just go ahead and cut this off. so it's a little easier to work with. I really like this ribbon. Some ribbon have wire in them, some don't. This one does. So if you grab at the top, pinch that, grab it down a little bit further, and kind of push, you will see there is a little wire that will pop up if you do it right. And you just pull it out, and you can get that little wire out of there. You can totally leave the wire in there if you want. I like to take mine out if it's not necessary for me to need it. Again, so you just hold it really tight at the top, and then just down here, push. That's all you have to do. Push, and it will come up. Got around my finger to pull it there. And then you just get this little really thin little wire will come out. So we're gonna kind of put this on the top here. I'm not going to trim the edges yet. I'm going to hold off on that until after I glue it down first. And then once it's glued down, then I will come back and trim up. And the reason for that is because if you trim it up now, potentially you might be a little off on your on gluing it down, and it might be a little bit wonky. Not only that, sometimes once you cut it, it might start to fray already. And if it's already glued down, the less chance of it fraying are there. So we're going to put that there. Then I wanted to bring in more orange. I really like orange fall colors and things for Thanksgiving. So I want to do a strip of orange. I love this orange. It is from Hobby Lobby. And I want to put a strip like right here, because I want to break up this bigger piece here. I just want to put a strip right here. This is also wired ribbon, and it does fray very easily. You can see this ribbon frays a lot. But we're going to pull out the wires in this one as well. Like I said, I mean, you don't have to. I do it strictly because if you don't need to, there's no point in having them in there. So we want that to there. Love this orange. I just absolutely love this orange. Then I want to, my little leaves. And I kind of want to be sporadic about having my little leaves on here. I think in the corners would look super duper cute. In each corner, I'm going to do a red and orange or yellowy kind of color. That. And then just to test to see what it's going to look like. Well, here, let me turn it so you can see what it's going to look like here. I mean, granted, things will be a little straighter and all the things, but then we usually place our plates typically in the middle, so you will see Thankful on each side. You'll see color and leaves. So it's kind of pleasing that way. I love that. But definitely lay everything out before you start gluing or putting anything down. It will make a difference, trust me. Okay, so we don't need our leaves. I'm going to set the leaves off right now, and we're just going to do the ribbons first. So first thing I'm going to do is put the glue down. So I just use simple tacky glue. Just note that when you put it down, it's going to take, I would give it at least a full half an hour to an hour to set up before, just you can actually manhandle it and that kind of thing. So we're going to just go ahead, and I just need to glue down the sides basically. You don't really have to glue down the middle if you don't want to. It's actually not very necessary to glue down the middle, unless you really, really, really want to. these. Just kind of start at one end and just kind of push it down. Like I said, you will be getting glue on the other side as well. And some of it will come through the ribbon too. So there's that. Just want to lift this up real quick, which is totally fine. And glue down my edge. Make sure my edges are glued. Because it's not hot glue, it is very forgiving to lift it up and put it back down. Okay, I will say there is going to be glue on the other side. I'm just holding off till I get everything glued and then I'll lift up. So, then this one, I was debating about putting it down further, but I want to break up this big portion here is the goal. The same thing, craft glue. And you cannot, I would not recommend a fabric glue because this is plastic. So you can't use, and I attempted when I was trying this with Mod Podge, and it really just didn't take very well. And I think that's because it's the plastic. So maybe if you were using a different placemat, you might be able to get away with using Mod Podge or something else. Make sure it stays straight because it is going to want to kind of crinkle on you. And then maybe you want it wavy. Wavy is kind of cool too. Wavy can be fun. That looks great. Let's go ahead and get some of these leaves on here. Again, I'm just kind of be random with these. Actually, you can get leaves anywhere. You don't. And you don't even have to put leaves on it if you don't want to, for sure. They are just something that I am doing. You can add any kind of decorations you want, really. Just note, you may not want to put so much in the middle, because in the middle, you're going to have a plate in the middle, and you're really not going to see it. It's where you're going to be eating. So you gotta have a place to put your food. The main part you might want to decorate is just going to be the sides, because that's really where you're going to be seeing. This is really a quick and easy project. The longest part of this is just going to be dry time. But if you get desperate, you could actually probably get away with doing this right before people show up. Okay, I'm gonna lift this up. See you can see all the glue underneath. Not a problem. Just gonna take this and flip it over. And I just want to kind of push it back down. And scoop it out. You're gonna get glue on your fingers by doing this. But I like to do it just because it smooths out and squishes things down. Alright, so now we can cut these. You can wait till it fully dries if you want, or you can cut them now. It's okay. Either way, it works. But I do try and get as close to the edge as possible. So it looks as clean as possible. Ready for the reveal. Voila. Super cute. Right now you see all the white and stuff. That's just the glue. It's going to dry. I promise. It will dry. And if you don't like the fact that you can see kind of the glue, this tacky glue does come in a clear. It does come in a clear version as well. So then when you put your plate, so you just see the thankful on each side. Where's my thing? Yeah, you will see, you can see thankful on each side. How cute is that? That is so nice looking to go from just a plain black, and dress it up to make it beautiful. All right. You can also, if you really want to, I would take you could take a paint pen and you can draw in, see how the leaves on the ribbon here, you can do that as well if you really want to. Draw in the veins on your leaves. You can get as super creative as you want with this. There is no wrong or right way to do it, and keep going crazy. All right, that's my project for today. You guys keep coming back to the Purple Penguin Craft Room, see what I've got going on. Let people know that you found Purple Penguin Craft Room and what you think of me. Happy crafting.